How you guys doing? I'm David H. I am your host. I've got, what is this? I had to kick a trainee off my truck by Just Trucking, I think his name is. So let's get to this video. Let's roll it.
Warning: the views expressed in this video are not meant to offend anybody. These videos have been collected from various platforms. We don't have any rights over these videos. These videos are my reactions and opinions. If you are really sensitive, this channel may not be meant for you.
How you guys doing? I'm David H. I am your host. I've got, what is this? I had to kick a trainee off my truck by Just Trucking, I think his name is, or Captain Moore. I can't remember. Captain Morgan is what he looks like, and I keep seeing Private, and I keep thinking Pirate, but I think his name was Just Trucks or Josh Tracks or something like that. He's changed his names about as many times as he's changed his jobs. Anyways, yeah, he loves to change jobs.
What is going on today, guys? Oh boy, do I have a story for you guys today. Holy shit.
Okay, he's got a story for us today. Now, he talks a lot. I've seen this video a while back. A buddy of mine, a couple buddies of mine watch him, and I watch his video, and I told, hey, do you guys ever see that? Yeah, this first video I ever seen of his, and I said, what do you guys think of that guy? Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Said, you don't think he's full of BS? No, why you say that? I said, well, man, did you not listen to that story? Yeah. I go, well, you don't find that to be over exaggerated or BS or anything? No. You guys watch this. You don't tell me if I ain't correct on this guy being full of BS. Well, I'm gonna just cut to the chase here. Months go by. My buddies always laugh at me because I'm always shaking their head when I hear them talk about this guy. I'm like, I wouldn't believe everything you hear. And sure, lo and behold, one of my buddies say, oh yeah, so-and-so came out on this video, and he did admit that he exaggerates and embellishes and, redoes things in his stories to make the videos better. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear, because that's what I know he was doing. You guys were believing it for fact to fact, and I knew it wasn't fact to fact, so suck it, boys. Let's go.
He said, but I'll be there as soon as I can find a ride. I said, that's all right, man, take your time. I'm here doing laundry, and I'm parked here for the night anyways. And he goes, for the night? I said, yeah, for the night. We'll leave in the morning. And he goes, now, man, tell me why the fuck I would come down there to the terminal and sleep in a truck with a motherfucker I've never met before if I can stay in my own motherfucking bed. And I said, do what you want, dude. If you want to stay home for the night, I don't care. I said, the truck.
Number one, if he reacted like that, you reacted like that, right now he knows you're a pushover. 100% pushover, because I tell you what, dude said and swore at me like that. Why would I mother F do this, mother F do that? Well, sir, because you're a truck driver or a trucking student coming on my truck, my home, and we're going to leave first thing in the morning, and you're going to sleep on this truck because you're going to sleep on this truck for many nights from here on out. And if he even squeaked, that would be it. That'd be it, because this guy's you'd know he's a nightmare at this point. But because we know you're fabricating and made embellished and everything on these, this is not really how this actually went. I'm sure it's probably this much of the truth, but it's still an interesting story to see how YouTubers can. And that's what, that's why he's a good YouTuber, is because he can take stories and make them better. I have no problem with that at all. At all. I have no problem, because he's not giving people knowledge. So don't take this as I'm bashing on, I think his name's Josh, at all. He's a great storyteller. He makes these stories to where people want to hear them, and they're great. This is more just for me and my boys who you know, they were so disappointed when they found out that these weren't facts. Go, let's go.
Truck's leaving at 4 or 5 in the morning. Be here before then, or I'm leaving. That's it, right?
Correct.
So he shows up. Sorry, I need nicotine.
Suck it down, brother. Suck it down.
He shows up in the morning. It was about 4:30. I was actually kind of surprised he was there. I was thinking for sure he wouldn't make it. But he starts just throwing his stuff in the truck, and he throws it on my bed. My bed's the bottom one. It's the nicer bed. It's got a nicer mattress, right? He starts putting it there. And I pointed to the top bunk and the top shelves. I said, all that's your space up there. I got it all cleaned off for you, so use that, right? And he goes, oh no, he tells me I'm not going to be able to sleep on that fucking thin mattress up there. I need your bed. I was like, well, that's not going to happen. And he like would try to like argue with me, like, dude, it's going to be really bad on my back. And I was like, no, right? You can't have mine. Sorry.
I don't blame you.
So anyways, we start to leave town after that. And by now I should have already...
Stick with this, guys. If you haven't heard the story yet, the story gets pretty good. I will cut out the redundant pieces and pieces that don't matter because we're all busy. We don't need to hear something repeated 3, 4, 5 times. Not saying he does, but yeah, just listen to this story and wonder why would somebody leave somebody like this on their truck unless they're exaggerating story. But it's a good story nonetheless.
Already sending a message to dispatch or safety or someone saying I ain't taking this guy. But me being me, I can teach anyone. He'll be all right. We start rolling down the road. Like I said, by that time it's about 5 in the morning. Not much traffic, you know. But there's one car right next to him in the left lane. And he like smacks the steering wheel and he goes, now what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? And I said, what? What's wrong? And he goes, fucking sitting right next to me. I said, well, you got to turn your blinker on or they don't know that you want over there. I said, even if they see your blinker, they might not let you over there still, right? But right now the guy has no idea that you want over. You can't be mad at him for it, you know? So I say, you got to calm down, man. You got to be patient. So I think we've got him calmed down now. He starts swerving into the left, and I said, all right, so you'll need to straighten that out and stay in your lane. And he's like, nah, I ain't worried about it. I said, what do you mean you're not worried about it? He said, there's no cars by me right now. When there's cars there, I'll pay attention, but right now I'm not worried about it. I said, well, you should focus on staying in your lane at all times. You don't want to be going across traffic lanes, you know. What if you don't see that there's a car there and you're crossing the lane? What if it's summer and there's guys on bikes out there, you know? You might not see them when you're swerving across that lane. There's a lot of reasons why you should stay in the fucking lane you're in. Alright? But he said, nah, I'll only worry about that when people are around me. Oh shit, okay. See that sign for the truck speed limit? And he was going way over it. And he said, yeah, I see it. And kept going. Right? So like, what the fuck? I said, well, are you going to do anything about it? He's like, no, of course I'm not. And I'm like, why? Why won't you do anything about it? And he said, because all it's doing is causing you to impede traffic. And I said, well, no, we'll stay in the right lane. You don't want to be out there in the left lane going whatever the speed limit is, 60, 65, I don't remember what it is. But stay in the right lane unless you need to pass someone. That's not impeding traffic. That's just following the law, right? The rules. No, he did not slow down. Here's where I keep fucking up. By now I should have had the truck stopped, been on the phone with someone, and been like, someone needs to come get him, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Any sane person would have, if a student got on your truck and was going to talk to you that way, any sane person would have got him off that truck. I mean, there ain't no way. Why would you want somebody that's going to cause problems, possibly make things unsafe for you on your truck?
But I'm still me. I'm like, I can teach him. I got patience. I can teach the guy. So later on, we're rolling through Indianapolis. Not a whole lot of traffic, but some, right?
Come on, bud, let's go.
And I tell him to go ahead and turn off your cruise control. I said, kind of back off a little bit. Just, you know, take it easy through here, you know? And he did not do that. He did not. But it was really bad over there in Indianapolis because, you know, you guys drive cars, or you're familiar with cars, or some of you drive trucks, I don't fucking know. But when you're on the interstate going through a city, you'll see a lot of signs that say exit only. And if you're in that lane, that means that lane's leaving the interstate, right?
That's right, yeah.
He'd come all the way up on those things. Now, the guy would put in his headphones, his earbuds, and crank music. He couldn't hear me talking to him, and I'd be like, you gotta take those out so you can hear me. Right? But he had those on, and I'd be telling him, you need to move over a lane. He didn't notice I was talking to him.
Now, why would you allow a student? Obviously, he's new to driving truck. Why would you allow a student to sit and wear earbuds? This is where I was watching this story a couple of years ago and going, this guy's full of crap. There's no way. If he was allowing this, then it's on himself. He was a bad trainer. Let's just keep going. I forgot. I haven't watched this video since I watched it. I think it was a couple years ago. Now I'm starting to remember what pissed me off about it. Let's go.
So he'd get all the way up there right before it exits, slam on his brakes, hit the blinker, and go. I said, we need to clean that up, man. You need to be watching those signs. You need to be reading the signs. So, that didn't improve either. So far, everything I've said, he's ignored, right? We come up on I don't remember what two highways cross there. I'm so fucking tired right now. Right?
Then why are you driving?
But he took the wrong one. It's the big curves, right? And one goes left to go north, and one goes right to go south, if I remember right. Anyways, we were supposed to go south, and he goes north. But it's a 45-mile-an-hour curve. Now, guys in your car, you're going, I don't give a fuck, and you shouldn't.
See, one of the other things, this is why you shouldn't be talking to a camera while you're driving. If you guys notice, he's got a lot of hand gestures, which means all of this means he doesn't have his hands on his wheel, okay? So if he's going to teach somebody how to drive, shouldn't he know how to drive himself? I mean, if your students watch you driving like this, you know, arm out the window and, you know, foot up on the dash and everything, they're going to mimic it. So first off, let's get the camera out of the truck while you're driving down the road, for one, because this is unsafe, and I've got family that might be near you. And two, quit making up these stories.
Get through there at 65 still. In a truck, you don't do that turn at 65. Well, my man hit it at 65 miles an hour and scared the fuck out of me. All right? Like, what are you doing? Slow the fucking truck down. We get through Indianapolis.
Wow.
Somehow still alive. And we haven't killed anyone else.
I'm surprised you ain't killed them in the way you drive.
Driving down the fucking road. And I feel the truck getting slower. And it's like getting slower pretty rapidly.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The dude does the weirdest fucking thing. He's holding the brake pedal down, right? And he's just staring at me while he pushes on the brake pedal. He's not looking at the road at all. I don't even know if he's blinking, right? He's just staring at me while he holds the brake pedal down to a complete stop on the interstate.
Oh my God. And this right here is where this guy loses all credibility with me. Because at that point, once that truck came to a stop on the interstate, I would have had him merge it over onto the shoulder, and that would have been the last time he sat in that driver's seat. Then I would have took him to the nearest bus stop or truck stop, wherever the company told me to take him. But he's not staying another night on that truck. I'll take him wherever they want me to take him, as long as I can get him there in one drive shift. But let's listen on. BS meter wait. Boom.
And I looked at him and I went, what's wrong? And he shakes his head, looks forward and starts driving. What the fuck? Right? What the hell is going on? Holy shit, what am I thinking? Why haven't I sent this guy back to the terminal yet? I'm still trying to give him a chance, you know?
No, you don't risk your life.
So we get a couple miles down the road and I go, hey dude, what was that stop about? And he's like, oh, I pushed the wrong pedal. And held it until you came to a complete stop on the internet?
I pushed the wrong pedal. Man, give me a break.
I mean, the interstate, you're going to have to explain this shit to me, right? What do you...
Hell yeah, I'd need an explanation. I'd need the explanation written down 100 times on a chalkboard. I will not talk so much BS on YouTube. I will not talk so much BS on YouTube. Over and 100 times.
Mean you push the wrong pedal and then continue to hold it in. Fuck my life, right? So it gets even worse than that. Yeah, believe it or not, it gets worse than that. We're driving some more, and he's got it going. This truck doesn't go that fast. It goes 67, but he's got it going all the way. And, come around a corner.
Come on.
And, around this corner, there's two other semis and a minivan. I think they must have just got on the highway, because there's an on-ramp right there and everything. But they're moving slow. They're moving real slow, right?
Okay.
And he drives straight towards them. Right? And I'm like, what the hell, right? And he keeps going, he keeps getting closer. So I reached over and like smacked the Jake brakes and I say, get on that fucking brake pedal. And he just shakes his head, he goes, oh, I didn't see him. I said, that's enough. At some point through this whole story, I ended up driving half the day while he slept in the passenger.
You should have driven the whole day. As soon as he pulled that first stunt of the sleeping arrangement thing, he would have been on strike one. And now as soon as he went psycho and held that brake pedal for a little too long staring at me, that would have been it. Done.
So this was yesterday now. I drove all day. And we had a short day because I'm almost out of time on my clock. I'm running recaps for you truckers out there, right? And we just had a short day. And I just drove the little bit we drove. And parked the truck. And this dude started arguing with me.
Oh, there we go.
That we need to be running, and I said, well, we can't. I'm out of hours. He said, I don't know what the fuck that has to do with me. I have hours.
Okay, I just had to jump in here. I'll tell you right now, if a student of mine talked to me the way this guy says his student was talking to him, nope. Doing a wrung his neck like a chicken, threw him off the truck.
I said, I know, but since I'm your trainer, I have to be on duty anytime you're on duty. It's not a team driving setup here for training, right? So I got to be on duty when you are. And he says, no, you don't. And I was like, yeah, I fucking do. He doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell him and takes it as I don't know what I'm saying. Motherfucker gets on the phone right next to me and calls someone. Says it's his old trainer. I didn't realize I was a second trainer with this company. Red fucking flag, right? There's a problem there. But he literally told this guy, he said, hey man, I'm with my new trainer. And he doesn't know how to manage his logbook, manage his clock. You got any pointers for him? And I'm sitting here going, I just told you how we're going to manage the clock. I told you how we're going to regain our hours. I told you how we're going to use them to get the miles that we need.
I'll tell you right now, this student talking to me the way he's talking to this guy, calling people to, oh, he don't know what he's doing. No, hell no. Nope. This has to be a made-up story. I mean, how would you let a student talk to you like that, treat you like that on your own truck? Or this Josh guy's just a major pushover. I don't know, but you imagine.
I just gave you the next 3-day plan. And he says, all right, okay. Gets off the phone and he says, yeah, he said you need to go off duty also. And I said, that's not how we're fucking doing it, right? And he's doing some really weird shit. He's got his key that I gave him. I have his key now. As you can see, he's not fucking here, right? Gave away the end. Spoiler alert. But he every once in a while he'll just turn the key on the truck. Not start the truck, but turn on the key so like all your stuff comes on, right? Just doesn't start the engine. You guys know what I mean. The radio would come on, and every once in a while he'd turn on a light. Leave the light on for a few minutes, turn off the light. Never move, just turn on the light, sit there, turn off the light, roll down the window, leave the window open for a little while.
Why are you putting up with this? That's what I understand. Why would somebody put up with this nonsense? Two things. One, either the student is trying to test you like you're his mother or something, and he's trying to see how far he could get away with mommy, and before she snaps, maybe he's trying to get you to smack him around so he can get a few dollars out of this company. I don't know. But why would you put up with something like that? Let's do it.
Roll up the window, turn off the key, sit there in silence. 10 minutes pass. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sleep. And he turned on the key. Now the radio's on, right, the whole time. When he turns on the key, the radio comes on, and there's speakers right above my bunk back there. On each end, there's a speaker. Nice surround sound effect, right? Turns on the key one last time and goes, I'm about to get me some fucking sleep. Radio's still on back there. I said, dude, turn off the radio. And he goes, well, weren't you listening to it? And I'm like, no. What do you mean, was I listening to it? Dude, I'm back here. I'm trying to sleep, right? Of course I'm not listening to it. He said, well, I thought you turned it on. I said, dude, you were literally turning the key on and off for like the last 2 fucking hours. How are you not making the connection there, right? You've been doing that the whole time. He's like, well, I just thought you wanted to hear it. Dude, if I wanted to hear it, I'd turn the shit on.
Oh, my head is getting ready to pop. Listening to this.
Fucker, right? I was really fucking mad. So he turns it off and he climbs up on his bed, and as soon as he's hit his bed, he's passed the fuck out, right?
Thank God.
Fine. But then he starts snoring like a motherfucker. He just fucking, like, I had to get out of the truck.
Killing the monetization of
snap,
this video,
right?
language.
Which is not good. You don't want to be having problems like that out on the road. I'm not even violent. Like, I just get my ass kicked is what would happen, right? So, I'm not trying to catch an ass whipping out there on the road. I went inside. It wasn't a truck stop. It was after a while. I was supposed to leave at 4 in the morning, but it got closer to 6. I was like, I'm gonna have to roll out. I'll just deal with it when they get a hold of me. And so I'm driving because I'm not letting this dude drive a fucking truck, right? He's dangerous. He's a fucking menace out here. So I'm driving.
He's a mental.
And but I told him, because I'd already heard back from the training department. Sorry about the long video, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah, come on, hurry up, dude.
I had already heard back from the training department through email that they'll take care of it. They'll get him off the truck. I said, hey, there's a Love's coming up. Do you want to get a shower? And he said, yeah, I need a shower. I was like, okay, cool. What I was doing was I was trying to get on the phone with work in the terminal instead of doing it back and forth through emails. Just tell me what I'm doing and I'll get it done, right? So I figured I'll get him to go take a shower and that's when I'll get on the phone with him.
Good move.
So we get over there, and actually when I'm in the parking lot, Gary calls me and he's like, so should I just get him on a bus and send him home? I said, yes, please. And Gary just laughs, saying, it's not the first time this shit's happened, but I go in to get the shower, and at the truck stops you have rewards cards, so your showers are free and all kinds of shit, right? And I told the lady I need a shower, and he's standing right next to me, so I hand her my Love's card out of my wallet, and she goes, you don't have any showers. I said, I do, I have unlimited, I get all my fuel at Love's. You guys have heard me talk about that, because I like all my points in one spot, right? I said, I have unlimited fuel, and showers. She goes, you don't have any showers. And she slides the card back to me, and then I look at the card, and it's a brand new Love's card. Mine's been in my wallet for a long time, so it's all beat up, right? So I looked at the dude, and I said, where the fuck is my Love's card, right? And he goes, oh, we must have got that mixed up. Reaches in his wallet and pulls mine out. Now, a lot of you guys are going, why the
You must have got him mixed up. Yeah, you must have got him mixed up when I took yours out of your wallet and put mine in. Wow, dude, I'd have strangled the guy right here. I'd have drowned him in the shower.
What matters? It's just a rewards card. Well, why it matters is because the only fucking time my wallet's out of my pocket is when I'm asleep. So when I'm sleeping, the guy's going through my fucking wallet. I it took a minute for it all to click. I'm like walking back to the truck, and I'm going, I don't care if you look at that as just a card or what. This dude got in my wallet and fucking stole from me while I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's just nuts.
And then it all starts to like start making sense in my head. I'm like, that's fucking creepy, right? That's not okay.
Standing over you while you're sleeping, staring at you.
So I called up to the terminal. I'm calling Gary over and over, but he's not answering. So I sent a Qualcomm message. I said, Phil, tell Gary to call me urgent right now. I'm getting you over to HR. HR lady's already filled in. These guys over at Butler were fucking crushing it with this shit because everybody in the office knew what was going on by this point. She answers the phone. I am so sorry. I said, we can deal with that later, okay? Because it just occurred to me that he has no issues with stealing from me in my sleep. I got 25 miles to that bus station, and he ain't getting back in this truck because I don't know what else he might want to do. I'm not a big dude. I'm not a fighter, you know? I said, he's not getting in this fucking truck. And she goes, okay, that's fine. She says, I understand. She says, but you have to go give him his stuff. I said, no, I'm not. She said, then put it outside by your truck. And by that time, I'm halfway out the fucking door with all this shit in my hands, right? And I'm putting it down there. I said, okay, I'm pulling away. She goes, wait, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. She said, sit there, you know, and let him know his stuff's there. I said, well, I'm going to lock the doors. I locked the doors, right?
Wow.
And
you're really that afraid
I
of
said, I'll fucking point out his shit and I'll wave
as
I leave, right? And she said, okay, I'm going to call him and let him know what's going on.
Could you imagine having a student that you're so afraid of that you got to lock yourself in your truck and want to slink off? That guy was either psycho scary or just scary, but wow.
I said, I'm safe.
If I didn't think that and I thought this actually happened, I'd really just think that this dude here is just nuts, you know, or just not very smart for letting it all happen. But let's hear the rest of the story. It's almost over, guys.
He's not gonna do anything. She said, good, because I'm about to rip his motherfucking ass. She told me just like that. I'm like, holy shit, this woman's gonna fuck some shit up. All right. Anyways, he comes out of the fucking Loves like a fucking crazy person, running out the door towards the truck, arms up, fucking just yelling something, right? I think he was yelling, you're bullshitting or you're lying or something like that. I don't care that it's just a Loves card. You don't steal from a motherfucker, right? Especially a guy that's trying to teach you a new job where you can make a lot of money. My Loves card isn't worth much money, but I could teach you how to make some money, right? And I pull away. And then everyone stood up and clapped, and the president called. I'm just kidding. But now I got a message from Phil on my Qualcomm, and he said, it looks like your truck's just a one-man operation again. And I just responded, thank you, and I got the fuck down the road, right?
Okay, it's all over, but yeah, so they got him back on the bus, back to the terminal and whatnot. And I'll tell you, that was a great story. Again, guys, a lot of you are going to think like I did when I first listened to this, is the whole time, this guy is foolish. I mean, I guess I could say it because he done dropped the F-bomb a million times. But how would you believe a story like that just for the fact that, what? Would anybody out there who's watching this video leave somebody like that on their truck after the first two incidents, let alone wait for the third? Wow. It was fun though. I mean, I liked it. It really put it together nicely. I don't know how well it was exaggerated or whatnot because I don't know the guy. I just know that he at some point admitted that his stories are embellished on, or however he put it. I didn't see the video. I was just told about it. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. I'd appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Hey, if you got an idea for another video, go ahead and put a link down in the, not description, I did that in the last video, in the comment section. Put a link down in the comment section. Send the link over to the Facebook page, David H. Melissa H. Husband and wife trucking across America. I'd appreciate it. Thanks.